Good morning. It is a good morning. I just had a thought strike me. Of course, it does. It's in the middle of the night. It's almost 2 in the morning here on the East Coast. And I thought I would just go ahead and go live with this. What the hell? So what happened is of course, I had posited this before on my shows way back last year, but what really got me and why I am going live stream right now, it's kind of weird. The thought occurred to me, why aren't they mentioning smokers in this Ooga Booga? Seriously, smokers. Nobody's been talking about how bad the Ooga Booga is for the smokers. They're not talking about it at all. Usually they're talking about smokers, demonizing them over and over and over again. So check this out. They did studies. They tried one study back in 2020, in March of 2020, but they did another one in January 2021. And I'll just skip to the chase here, or cut to the chase here. The results of the study was the characteristics of the studies are presented in Table 1. Number of expected smokers based on gender and age-adjusted population smoking rates is also reported. In total, 7,168 patients were analyzed, with 482 of them being smokers. The random effects pooled prevalence of smoking was 7.0 or 7.0%. The expected pooled prevalence of smoking was calculated at 24.1%. Only one study had more smokers than expected number. So the proportion of hospitalized COVID-19 patients who were reported being smokers were approximately one-fourth and one-third the expected proportion based on population smoking rates in China and the United States, respectively. And one-fourth the total sample. This indicates a substantial underrepresentation of smokers. The results of the random effects meta-analysis of the association between smoking and disease severity and mortality representatives in figures 2 and 3. I'm going to put the link on this, where I'm getting this, on the notes here, so don't be surprised when you see it. It's going to be pretty much scientific, like blah blah blah. So basically, they verified the statistically significant association between smoking and disease severity in studies with lower than 15% prevalence of diabetes, which is not observed in the studies with high diabetes. So let's see here. Blah blah blah. Test results. So smoking among among hospitalized COVID-19 patients, calculations were made by blah 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 blah. They don't like giving out the actual percentages. So they did. So it looks like there is an under. Um, the numbers are very low for the smokers. Um, about they preface it. Okay, the ATSjournals.org calls it cigarette smoking and COVID-19 a complex interaction. In other words, smokers are not as numerous in the death rates or in the hospitalizations for the Ooga Booga. So the thing is, and my premise last year when this all started out was that smokers have their daily cough. Okay. Most of them, they cough in the mornings, they spit out all the sputum and everything like that. And that it clears out the lungs, and they do it every day. And people don't want the cough. They don't like the cough. Well, the thing is that I remember when I was a kid, I would hear all kinds of people coughing in the morning and cleaning out the lungs because that's what happens. Your body is cleaning up, and when you're not supposed to keep that stuff that you cough up in your body. You're supposed to spit it out, right? Blow your nose, spit it out, blah blah blah. Um, the problem is that nobody would have thought that smokers would be a bit safer in this thing, because I was wondering why. Why is it that we're hearing about all these COVID deaths and all this hospitalization and people who got it? And I'm thinking and I'm recalling all the people that I know that got it and they got over it. The people that got it because they try to live healthy, more healthy. Um, those that had gotten it, that were they were all non-smokers. They all got over it. I don't have any friends that died of it. But all of the people who had gotten it and got over it were all non-smokers. I don't know any smokers who got it. Not saying that there aren't any. I'm not going to say that. What I am saying is that it's only the non-smokers that were getting it. I'm not suggesting that people should start smoking. I'm not suggesting that people should smoke more. But those who do smoke, I would not stress out about quitting right yet. Okay? I was just thinking about this because those thoughts that come to you right before you're ready to go to sleep. It kind of kicked because I'm a smoker and I seldom get sick. I did get a regular flu couple few weeks ago. A regular flu, like the old fashioned kind of flu we used to get back in the old days. That. But I didn't get the COVID. I didn't get the Ooga Booga. I'm not getting the vaccine and I'm not going to be wearing a mask. I'm done with this nonsense. I will wear a mask to keep myself from getting, let's say, kicked off of flights or whatever have you. It's like I'll do what I have to do to make my life a little bit easier. However, I'm not going around with a mask and acting like a sheep. That's for dang sure. And I sure as hell, if I see somebody without a mask, I am not saying jack shit to them except for congratulations, you're a free person. Yay. But anyway, so middle of the night thoughts. That's what happens to you. Um, so I just want everybody to be safe and be careful with yourselves out there. Um, don't get cough suppressants, okay? Well, I shouldn't say that. Um, the best thing in my experience in, your flus and cold and just living life as long as I have, I would recommend getting expectorants. Get a cough expectorant. What that does is it makes you cough up everything that's in there, which it should. All right. Get the herb, Mullein, I think is how it's spelled. Get that herb. That stuff is great for your lungs. I knew that there was an herb somewhere out there that was good for the lungs. There's always this whole earth was designed and equipped to give us medicines for the things we needed. I'm telling you that right now. But anyway, yeah, I need to go to bed. Anyway, so there's my thoughts on it. Smokers, there's a very, very low number of smokers affected by this Ooga Booga. So don't stress out about quitting if you're a smoker. Don't stress out. You can reduce the amount, of course, and I would recommend you reduce the amount as much as possible. And for goodness sake, get off of the UPC pack brand type of cigarettes. I would recommend rolling your own. You don't have to pay as much in prices on it. And, the local governments can't, take all your tax money in the form, because if you recall, those states that have heavy taxes on the cigarettes, presumably when those tax laws were passed on for the cigarette smokers, is so that what's the word? Ostensibly, it was supposed to be collecting taxes to take care of the smoking population when they go to the hospitals and because of the medical costs and everything. So it wasn't such a burden on the taxpayers. Well, the fact is that none of those tax monies are going to for that purpose. Tennessee's quite specifically, it's not like uninsured motorist fees that you have to pay on your insurance. These taxes are not covering the uninsured or the smokers' medical costs. Anyway, I went off on a tangent there, and I apologize. So, smokers, you're doing okay. This is the first time we're not demonized and damn smokers, you guys make everything worse on us. Nope, not this time. So, anyway, again, I'm not suggesting that you start smoking. I'm not suggesting that you increase your smoking. I am merely helping people be assured that those that smoke already are probably not going to get the COVID. I'm probably, okay, again, probably. So, like I said, about out of the 7,100, what was it? I said, what was, I guess I closed, did I close it already? I did. Huh, I'm so goofy. I'm sorry about that. There it is. Was it World Health Organization? No, here it is. Let me find that number again. I'm sorry about that. Shoot, I don't believe it. I did that. 7,168 patients, 482 of them being smokers. So that's amazing. So anyway, be careful with yourselves. Be careful with each other. Take care of each other. Love each other. And again, this thing with the children and putting that stuff in front of their faces, that was totally unnecessary. It's totally unnecessary now. And somebody made the point earlier today, how is it that we can, with a mask, go to our table in a restaurant, take off our mask and eat, but you're going to make some kids sit at their desk all day in school with a mask on? Yeah, this whole operation is topsy-turvy when it comes to logic. I'll be on tomorrow night on Quantum Connections on tfrlive.com. Be sure to go there. It's at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Brooks Agnew and I will be hosting the news, and there's going to be a lot of it, okay? We're going to be talking about what happened in Afghanistan, why we were there, because my YouTube wouldn't work earlier this weekend, so I couldn't do it then. But we're going to talk a lot about that. Okay. We're also going to talk about crypto. Hey, um, I'm excited. It's going back up. Yay. I'm excited about life. I will keep you guys posted. But yeah, this is me and messing like right before bed. It's like, yeah. Anyway, final thoughts. So let me know what you think in the comments. Be sure to subscribe, like this video, please, and hit the notifications so that you can see when I'm coming on next and when I post videos. And I appreciate it very much. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later.